Hey man, it's Rio. Be yourself, man. Today, we're actually about to get into a story time of why I took my year off of YouTube. I'm not gonna give y'all all the details, but I'm gonna give y'all like a good amount of the details so y'all can understand why I took my hiatus from YouTube. I was in it's just a little small city in Michigan or whatever, right? Called Jackson. And with Jackson, I moved up to close to like the UP or whatever. I kind of was living close to the UP, and I was living up there with my then girlfriend's family. So I was living up there. It was very hard for me at first when I moved up there. I had a couple of jobs up there, and of course I was still doing YouTube up there. I was doing YouTube up there, super strong, super heavy, and everything like that. And man, it was pretty hard transition for me. I didn't know anybody except for my girlfriend's family at the time, so those was like the only people I was really talking to. I wasn't really conversating with anybody except for like work friends and stuff like that. I had work friends. I had a couple of different jobs that was a little bit different than what I had down here in Jackson, Michigan. It was something. It was different. I was doing retail and then man, like yeah, like me and my girl was going through it, so I moved back down here for a little bit, and I was actually staying at my mom's house, and then I moved back up there, because we was fixing everything, what was all going on and stuff like that. I love her, and that was just something that was really tough for me at the time. I was still doing a couple videos, but I wasn't going super heavy at that moment in time when I was doing it. It was really a struggle for me at first, having that realization at the time that me and her wasn't together. So it was just hard to go through that realization of like my partner in crime is gone. When you just find that person that really understands you and really completes you, it's hard to figure out life without them. So at that point in time, I was trying to figure out my whole life. Like, I was just happy that me and her, we got back together. And then shortly, right after we got back together, and I moved back up there, we had the surprise, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how that all happened too. Not you already know that how that stuff happened. To have a baby, y'all know what to do when you gotta do with the boom bow with the boom bow with the boom. I'm talking about how we figured out that she was pregnant. Well, one day I was at home. I was chilling at home, and when I was chilling there, I was just chilling, whatever. She was at work. And then she was like, "Hey, Mario, I need you to come over to the job. Like, I really need to tell you something." And then it just hit me like, I think she's gonna really tell me that she's pregnant. And then I drove up there. I drove up to her job. And when I drove up there, she showed me this little cheap little pregnancy test. And of course it said it was positive. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's crazy. I'm about to be a dad, man. Like, it's just crazy to really understand that you really gonna be somebody's dad. And yeah, so shortly after we got back together, that happened. She was pregnant. Of course I was with her the whole way and everything like that. COVID definitely was, man, because it was kind of like because she figured out she was pregnant in November, and in the United States we really didn't understand what was going on until like let's say like February or whatever. So basically, her whole pregnancy, we had to go through COVID and and everything like that. It was just really, it was difficult. So I was like, man, I'm about to have a baby, man. I really need to focus. I really need to do what I need to do. So we decided collectively that we were gonna make the transition back to Jackson. So we decided to pack up, move back to Jackson. My mom, she extended her hand and let us move into her place for a little while. So we didn't have our own place, and we was just living there, and it was definitely crazy, man. Just having, and then of course before that time, I proposed too. I skipped all that part. Like, I proposed, we came back, got back together, I proposed, everything like that. That was the part that I skipped. So yeah, so my fiance, she's pregnant, and we living at my mom's house in the basement. Yeah, it was just a lot for me at the time to handle. So I had to step back from YouTube because I had to really get my life right. And with this whole year is basically with me trying to get my life all together, because I had to really figure out, like, do I really want to dig deep with this YouTube? Do I? Because I know, like, my supporters are so great to me. And I just knew that they would be missing my content, you know? And it was just hard for me to really give up on you guys. It was just, it's just like, I know deep down I just couldn't do it. And I just knew I just had to be in the right place to start everything back up again. So we got the apartment just in the nick of time. With my fiance, she was due in July. We got the apartment in May. Like right in the midst of COVID. I moved back first, and then after that she followed right after me. I moved back in February because I already had a job lined up, and then she moved back in for March, like middle of March she moved down back here as well. So yeah, man, it was a lot going on, just a lot going on with especially COVID and everything like that, and finding out that you're about to have a baby, and also getting back together with your significant other. It was so much on my mental that I just didn't want to give you guys like half like good content. I just knew that I had to tell y'all guys all of this information. You know, like, I didn't go into the super meat and potatoes, but I gave y'all all of what was going on, a recap of why I haven't been on YouTube. But I want to tell y'all guys, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back. I'm going to figure out a good routine for all of us. And content is going to be flowing back. I just had to figure out my new setup because, of course, I'm in a new apartment. So I had to figure out a new setup. Of course, y'all see the green screen in the background. I might mess with that a little bit, you know. I just know that my content is going to get bigger and better than ever for you guys, man. Bigger and better than ever for you guys. And I just appreciate y'all so much. Even if y'all watch this video, man, I know y'all don't have to, but shoot, if y'all want to, you know, I appreciate it. You know, I definitely appreciate it, man. Alright, man. It's Rio. Be yourself, man. I'm out.